Hello, folks. This is going to be my first video. I'm starting up a YouTube channel primarily to create a new community and offer some support and maybe guidance as far as the steps that I've taken in my journey. Just to give a brief background about me. In the summer of 2022, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I actually have stage 4. And I've wanted to do a YouTube channel since I was diagnosed. And this is the first time that I've taken the first step in creating a video and just beginning. So I want to start off by saying I apologize if the initial recording is going to be a little broken, and hopefully I'll improve as time goes on. But when I was diagnosed in actually June/July of 2022, as many people would react, they are in shock and scared. But I approached it after I started off being in a little bit of shock. I wouldn't say I went through any denial. I had a feeling that something was wrong. I did delay a little bit going to the doctor, but I decided to take a more proactive approach to battling cancer. I will say my whole philosophy is I believe that there are solutions, that there are options out there to combat cancer. I do not offer any medical advice. This is only my journey, my experience, but I do want to offer hope, which is difficult for anyone going through this. I will say that I'm going to be kind of organized as far as how I approach it, to share my journey, to give a more detailed background. But I also want to share, focus on research, both traditional and other alternative options, and just document that as far as here's what I've found. Focus on diet, food choices, maybe removing cooking types of utensils, and just making changes based on the research. Also sharing sources of research that I go through, and just a fair warning, you will see occasionally cats and animals in my videos. I have a small farm, so hopefully that's not too distracting. But anyways, I do want to share, and here's one making her presence known. Her name's Smudgy. I rescue some cats and other animals. All right, Smudge. But I do want to kind of offer options and just experiences on cooking alternatively, changing diet, results that I've had, both positive, maybe some negative. Also, the traditional types of treatment, what I've experienced, along with treatments that are somewhat alternative and just my own experience with that. I will be upfront saying I am hopeful for a new administration to, particularly RFK Jr., who offers hope for just a more expansive way to approach diseases. And I'm just trying to be very optimistic and positive. But we will see, and we will follow what advances happen. I also want to cover how I manage stress, how I clean up, like declutter maybe, approach financial difficulty or challenges, and just also just how I try to manage the stress and try to manage my feelings, approaching everything in a more positive or hopeful view, and continuing to be active. I think that that's important. Also embracing exercise of some sort, depending on your journey or your loved one's journey. They may not be in a place where they can be as active or as fitness conscious. They may have a different stage, different type of cancer, different situation. But I do want to share various options and just my own experience with that. Also, approach maybe other forms of treatment that I am going to explore and see whether it helps me. I will probably go in detail about cancer tumor markers, specifically, of course, with breast cancer, because that's what I have. So I can't really speak about cancer markers and tumor markers of other cancers. But I do want to offer that as an educational viewpoint of someone who's actually going through it. And so I'm going on my 3rd year of battling this. I will say that just to give you a background of my entire experience around cancer goes beyond just my own journey. Both my parents had cancer. They fought a long battle. They definitely fought a battle where they were able to live longer than expected. I do wish that some of the research capabilities were available back then that are available now. That would be my regret, that I wasn't able to do enough research online, even though I work in IT. I chose the name of Creative with Cancer because I'm an artist. However, I do work in the IT field, so I do design in an IT space for corporations. I do enjoy doing photography, painting, crafts, things like that. And I'd like to share those journeys with you as well, as far as how I approach just my off time, and share maybe some spiritual journey as well. I do have a disclaimer. I won't approach it as far as being super religious. I don't want to press anyone in the spiritual area, but I do want to offer some comfort in a more spiritual way. I think it's important. My whole approach to cancer is to battle it on multiple fronts. You will find that I approach it as throwing everything at it to beat it, because it's my battle, and I want to have a successful battle. I do have goals, of course. Ultimately, I do want to beat it, and I know that there's an uphill battle. But I do believe that if I am diligent, very considerate about matching the efforts of what I can do at home with the efforts of the medical team that I have. I have great doctors and care staff, fortunately. So this is just my initial video just to introduce myself. And again, I'm a newbie, so bear with me. But I will likely have this background primarily, maybe another background, maybe show my farm, because I feed my animals and I'm involved in their lives, and they provide a lot of comfort and fun. And I just enjoy being outside. But yeah, I do want to offer my hope that this is more of a community. So if you have suggestions, have kind words, and again, I can't emphasize enough, this is my first video. So I don't intend to do a whole lot of editing until I get a little more used to YouTube and being a content creator. I'm more of an introvert, so this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. But I just think that I have something to offer, and want to share my journey, and just offer hope, and perhaps maybe soon those of us who are going through this time, difficult time, we may find some great solutions and advancements on battling cancer. I know that I've watched other people's channels, and there's some comments where people were able to try whatever it was, or a certain new treatment, and they're cancer free. And of course, like you or I or anyone that is battling a disease, we hope to, be able to battle it, win it, and move on and keep going. One phrase that I love to say is put one foot in front of the other. Just keep one foot going in front of the other. Keep moving forward. I will admit there might be times where I'm down. It's not all, roses. It's not all sunshine battling cancer, of course. There might be times where I'm tired, or I just don't feel well. But generally, I definitely want to have a focus of how to approach it in a positive, perhaps even fun way. I will say that I have had a relative that battled a very difficult cancer. He was in remission for over 10 years. And he attributed his remission to laughter. So I will be covering that and how I approach it, not just watching funny videos, but just how do you, bring some fun and laughter and also keeping the stress low. Yeah, so this is just the initial video. And thank you for joining and watching. There will be more to come. And hopefully I will improve in the future. So bear with me. Thank you.